hanging out with a TheKiloG.
What's up?
Mary's tired. See how Mary's doing. Look, Mary, she's going to bed. It's getting late. We had an 8-hour drive here. The place is absolutely beautiful. Last time I was here was 7 years ago. 6 years ago? I think 6 years ago. Everything's populated, beautiful. His shop is completely kicking out here. Check this out. It's got a cute little puppy here. Ah, baby girl. Ah, baby. He's got a lift here. I brought a few things here. One thing I did bring was from my truck. Before I left, I ripped out my power steering pump, and Glenn is kind enough to help me remove that pulley there. We're going to take that pulley off. I bought a pulley set remover. We're going to move that bracket over to this pump, and then I have a new high pressure line. That's for the truck. And then for the car, I remember he bought this lift here. I'm going to drive 8 hours. I want to rotate my tires, be set up on a lift, rotate the tires, and it's just much easier. I have rotors and I have brakes. So we're going to pop some rotors and brakes on it. Maybe it's time for a transmission oil change on this car. When you bolt on the bottom, you drain the transmission fluid from the bottom. There's a side bolt. You run a tube down through the engine bay into that side fill plug, and you fill it until it spills out. He has a lift. It's gonna be great, you know. Have some good times, do some work. It is hot here. Today it was like almost 100 degrees. Met Glenn, TheKiloG, back in the solar days, when all of us knuckleheads who paid way too much for solar panels back in the day would bounce knowledge off each other. We used YouTube as a mechanism to reach out to each other. That's how I met Glenn in the first place. So cool to be here. He's got a buddy that brings him vehicles, from motorcycles to cars to trucks. Just built this as a paint booth. This is where he's going to be fixing up vehicles. Absolutely beautiful here. Coming here, we were coming down a couple side roads. I mean, this is like the entrance to a park. I'm not talking about Glenn's property here. I'm talking about the last 30 miles of our trip. Mary hanging out in the shop right here at TheKiloG's with Bevy. Very cool. I need one of these. Okay, there's two Magna signs. Not even sure how many kilowatts he has here. 5120 times 5 maybe. Okay, these batteries here are about 30,000 kilowatts. He has 6 5120 watt hours batteries, and I think about 8,000 kilowatts of solar panels over here.
Filming? We were walking all around the yard with that last night.
But, I probably won't put none of it up. So far we had sirloin steaks, we had ribeyes, now we got some chicken, some all beef hot dogs. Eating real good. Some hot dogs with chili sauce. We went to the Amish store. Oh boy, they had chili sauce. Look at this. Magombo cam. It's only $6, so we're just gonna bag it up and freeze it. Pretty yummy.
That's just dusting up your sharing car. Nope. Whoa, dude. All right.
Okay, I got her wired up. We got wires coming over. Got all the outlets wired up here. We're gonna put a three-way switch here and one on the outside so you can step out of the paint booth and turn the fan on or off. Getting wires run here. Oh, he's got his hot coming in there. 20 amp over here. 15 over here. He's not really gonna have anything running but that fan. The spray equipment is gonna be run off an air tank.
Garage, whatever needs to be. The switch over here that'll control this side and the roof. That side lights. Oh, that side on the lights don't have a switch, does it?
Nope, those outlets you want it always on.
All right, that's cool.
And he's got his fan over
We
yonder.
got the exhaust fan over there, which has a three-way switch. You can turn it on with this switch. Turn it off with this switch when you're exiting after you paint. Then if you go outside, this switch is on and the fan is on. I'm inside. Before I exit, to keep the draft from coming through the door, you shut the fan off and you go through the door. You shut the door. That's how a side draft paint booth works. And you turn it on from this switch. When you want to go back in, you kill the fan from here so you don't suck a bunch of crap on the door. And you come back in here, and if you want the fan, flip this back on, and now you got the fan.
And then your next step is to create some sort of manifold with filters down here or something, yeah?
Yeah, then I got to bring the air lines in. I got to make a wood frame over here. And I got to build a wooden frame around my fan where I can put a filtration system to keep that clean.
So the name of the game is no dust while you're painting.
Minimize the dust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty neat.
Yep.
Care to share the cost on this?
It's about $9,400 so far with everything. Building, concrete, lights, wiring, everything you see.
Your pad.
Pad was $2,000. That fan alone was $300. Expensive to do anything today.
Here's where the power comes in here. And then next is going to be an airline. You said you're going to hard plumb the airline?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we had some something weird going on here. We decided to stop by a boat launch, and we get down there, and right where you stick your boats in the water, they had police tape up. There's a couple cars behind that police tape, and there's two sheriffs down there.
Having mysterious drowning.
I asked them what happened, and they couldn't talk about it. And then the neighbor called Glenn and said the local authorities are gonna come asking for camera footage. There was a drowning, so apparently, yep, just called an hour ago or so. So there's some suspicious activity with surrounding that drowning. And his property here has a creek down here that actually goes into the lake. Yep. All right.